There are many different types of questions you might use in a Moodle quiz. This video will discuss multiple choice, true-false, matching, short answer, numerical, and essay. All of these questions can be automatically graded with the exception of the essay question, which requires that you manually evaluate students' responses. If you would like help using any of the other types, please contact a member of the e-learning team and they will be glad to help with this. Regardless of the type of question you choose to create, the best starting point when building a Moodle quiz is to create your questions within a category in a Moodle question bank. Creating separate question bank categories allows you to be more flexible in how you use and reuse your questions. If you create questions directly in a Moodle quiz, should you delete the quiz, the questions are gone. Building them in the question bank allows you to save and reuse them in different quizzes, different courses, and/or randomly select a number of questions for formative assessments. The first step is to create a category in the question bank. This will isolate the questions for an individual quiz so you can more easily locate them in the future. If you don't create a category, all of your questions will be combined into one main category. Once you have created a category, in the administration block, click Questions and select the category you created. Click Create a new question and select the type of question you want to create. For a multiple choice question, name the question, perhaps including the name of the quiz in the question name, and type your question. Keep the default point value at 1 unless it is a multi-part question, since Moodle will scale the question value to the maximum points you choose for the quiz. For this question, there is only one correct answer, but it is possible to create questions with multiple answers. Moodle will automatically shuffle the answers as a precaution against cheating, but you can uncheck the box if you want the answers to appear in the order you entered them. Answer choices are automatically numbered with lowercase letters, but there are additional options. Enter your answer choices and indicate the correct answer by selecting the proper percentage value. If you want, you can provide individual feedback for the choices. To answer the question, students select the proper radio button. The Moodle Content Editor also allows instructors to create multiple choice questions using images in the question or the answer choices. True-false questions are created in a similar manner as multiple choice. Enter the question, select the correct answer from the drop-down menu, and if you want, provide feedback. Students answer by selecting a radio button, and like multiple choice questions, instructors can use images in their questions. For matching questions, name the question and in the question text provide directions. Moodle will automatically shuffle the choices for each student. Then create each set of matching items. It is best to put the longer part of the pair in the question text box and the shorter part in the answer window. Students answer by selecting the matching item from a drop-down menu. Like the other questions, images can also be used in a matching question. Short answer questions are auto-graded, but they require an exact match. Alternative options, misspellings, or even punctuation or capitalization differences may mean answers you might have accepted will be marked incorrectly. So it is important that your questions call for unambiguous responses and that you have made allowances for any possibilities. As with other question types, name and then type the question. Because the answer to this question is a proper noun, I'm going to change the default for case sensitivity and say that the case must match. This means that students must capitalize their response to receive full credit. Next, insert the answer. The correct answer is Lake Superior, and students will receive 100% for that. However, a student might answer just Superior, and I could elect to give them only 75% for their brevity, and provide some feedback about why they didn't receive full credit. I might also accept an answer that hasn't been properly capitalized for 50% credit, and so on. Students will see the prompt with a text box where they can type in their answers. As with other Moodle question types, instructors can include images in their questions. Numerical questions operate like short answer questions in that students must type in a response, so the same attention to detail and alternative answers is required. Name the question and then type in the text of the question. Next, you need to supply the correct answer and the percentage of the grade students will receive for that response. If there are additional correct answers or partially correct answers, you can indicate those and the appropriate credit values. If there is only one correct answer, then insert an asterisk for answer 2. This means anything other than answer 1 will be marked wrong. You can also include feedback. If there are units in the answer, indicate whether they are optional or required. If required, note the penalty assessed if a student fails to include them. Then indicate the unit required, and if there is a possible alternative, indicate that as well as the conversion required for that unit. When students take the quiz, they will see the question and a blank to type their answers. The correct answer in kilowatts or megawatts will receive full credit. A correct numerical answer without the appropriate units will receive half credit, and an incorrect response will receive no points. An essay question must be manually graded by the instructor. As with other questions, name the question and type the assignment prompt in the question text box. If you want, you can insert images or audio-video in your prompt. There are also options for how students can respond. Students can have access to the content editor so they can format and add media, or they can be limited to just plain text when answering. You can require that students answer the question or make it optional. You can also allow students to attach a file. If there is a particular format required for the response, instructors can create a response template as a guide. Students will see the question prompt and a text box for their answers. If you use the response template function, they can respond using the template provided. Quizzing is a robust function in Moodle that can be leveraged in different ways to engage students and assess their learning.